Okay, Jessica, before we start editing, just to um, just to explain a little bit more about how I have arranged this. Okay, um, I'm not so sure about how you do it, but you may want to do it in a better presentation where you arrange everything that is here, okay, in a chronological order. Okay, you can see that okay, you can see that at this moment, how do I put it, everything is a mess. Okay, in order for you to write the correct field, okay, you must really understand what is going on and based on your feelings and write it. Okay, not just edit whatever I have said. Okay, still feel that overall is still a little bit long, and counting on you to cut it even more short and crispier. Okay, um okay, so first of all, okay, now let's take a look at okay, this point when okay, there are students who struggle during exams questions. Some could do 70%, some could do 80%. Okay, now let's take a look at where you have put it here. It's so below. Okay, okay, I think let me go through it later. Okay, now for this the first paragraph, okay, I feel that you need to rewrite the whole thing. Oh yeah, okay, here it is. Okay, okay, the first sentence, some students have difficulty answering exams question while others can achieve only 70 to 80% of the worksheets. I'm not so sure what you're trying to say. Okay, I'm trying to say that some have difficulty, but some can do really well. Okay, I think let's change it to 80% to 90%. And I did not mean worksheets. Okay, I mean exams. Okay, 70% of the paper. Paper in this case is exams. Okay, but there are those who surprising answer almost all the question with ease. Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. Only 70% to 80. Uh, okay, now so overall for this paragraph, we need your help to have more impact. Okay, as you can see over here, this is actually the very first thing that parents is going to read. So we want something that they after they read the first paragraph, they will want to continue to read it. Okay. Um Okay, so try to, I think if you can, try, not say if you can, try your very best to make it even more shorter. Uh, See if you can link these points, these two sentences together, okay, in a more beautiful way. Okay. Okay, so next point, intelligence. Okay, intelligence is the mental capacity to profoundly understand questions and identify solutions through correct techniques or answering structure. Okay, for this case, I think instead of identifying solutions, can you have a better word like solving the questions, create giving appropriate solutions, and try to combine this together with this. Okay, it seems a little bit weird through correct techniques or answering structure. I don't mean it's weird, it's correct, but let's see if you can combine this together. Okay, now students who have high intelligence learn fast and can easily deal with challenging equations uh, or questions when encountered for the first time. Okay, see if you can even make it more crispier words. Okay, this whole sentence seems a little bit long-winded. Okay, Jessica, once again, please um, read my text and rewrite it in your own words. Okay, don't translate sentence by sentence or word by word. Okay, so now I understand that sometimes you have missed the point, but I mean, you may not be able to write to explain it correctly, but I would prefer that we take a longer time so that you can use your own words, which is going to be much better to read than the we do sentence by sentence transaction. Now over here, we cannot use the word high intelligence, because when we read high intelligence, it seems like that person is having an IQ of 160, 150, like Albert Einstein level. What we're trying to say that, you know, they are good students, a little bit smarter than the rest, you know, that kind of feeling. So maybe instead of use high intelligence, something a little bit lower, competent intelligence maybe. Okay, but the high intelligence is too wide. Okay, too much. Okay, concept mastery, mastering concepts. Mastering concept means to deeply understand the fundamentals. Okay, the English is sounds very, very wrong. Okay, but the rest are okay. Numeracy skills, the ability to understand and apply numerical concepts. This way. Okay, numeracy skill is the ability to understand and apply numerical concepts. Students who have high level numeracy skills. Let me see what I've written here. Okay, maybe let's try something different. Now what I'm trying to say here is, you know, those who are good in maths, they are able to apply the right steps to it. Let's say 6a plus 8b okay minus 8c. Okay, so first of all we factorize it before we try to solve it. Okay, maybe on an ax squared plus bx plus c kind of question. Okay, first of all we have to factorize it. So we factorize it by 2. Okay, so you know, sometimes there are just people who knows what kind of maths to do. Okay, can identify and solve mathematical problems effortlessly. Okay, so their ability to extract the ideas. Okay, so we have high level numeracy skill, can identify and I don't think we can use the word identify. Numeracy knows the rights. It knows the right. Okay, one thing is students who have high level of numeracy, okay, they have a good understanding of how maths work. Okay, and okay, understand maths, how maths work. Okay, after they understand how maths work, look at the maths from different angle. Okay, and finally, solve mathematical problems effortlessly. Okay, next, science students who have developed science skills, understand specific concepts in real life and know how to apply scientific theories to exams question. Okay, this is good. The primary adequacy of language skills is the ability to compose proper sentence structure characterized by creativity, conceptual, and correct grammar. Language skills significantly improve students' reading comprehension. Okay, this is very good. Okay, now exams preparations. A complete A student is intellectually prepared before taking exams. I don't think what I meant here. Prior to examination day, he reviews his notes diligently and practice on different types of questions. Prior to examination day, okay, now what I'm trying to say is that Okay, now perhaps let's change the whole concept to tuition. Okay, whereby it is the tuition that helps him to, okay, the tutor will be able to provide him with organized and the complete notes. Okay, and what I'm trying to say is before exams. Okay, it's not just the examination day. Okay, before the exams, they are already well prepared. Okay, and okay, I think this we can save it for something else. Okay, before the exams, they are well prepared by practicing on all questions type. Okay, they have been practicing by all question type. Then okay, well prepared by, okay, and finally very confident, and will find exams questions easy. Okay, perhaps let's just do it this way. Okay, next okay, now this paragraph, okay, now this happens to be the second one. Okay, so first of all, the very first box, okay, of our website, the very first one is let them wants to read. Okay, give them a good information and wants to read. So basically these are our four complete A students. Okay, the four requirements to be a complete A student. Okay, next. Okay, now next what we have over here is we want parents to identify and realize the problems. Okay, so this is over here when you have right. Okay, so basically they find out more about us, and after they have realized the problems, then we can tell them that what kind of solutions we provide for them. Okay, so if you are going to, you have read all the marketing books I have provided, so basically a lot of them talks about this idea. Okay, so when we see our child doing a lot of homework and we see them tired and unhappy, we felt sad too, because we know their stress level in the competitive environment is pretty dang hard. Despite their struggles, we need to continuously encourage them because we want them to perform better. They just need a little push. Okay, um okay, so can try to combine maybe these two paragraphs into something more short and sweet. Raising our force to keep our children focused on completing our homework or to force them to attend tuition is a big no-no. It hurts them and us too. Okay, now perhaps over here you don't quite understand what I am trying to convey. Um, okay, I'm not saying that it is no-no. Okay, it is not a no-no. I mean, deep down, we parents will know that we should not be doing this. Okay. Okay. So you can see, Jessica, you have been translating sentence by sentence. See if you can combine everything. Write everything crisp and short. Okay. The whole thing, please continue to write it more crisp and short with all the pointers. Okay. So don't do this like like I mentioned earlier, translating sentence by sentence. It will not going to be work. Okay. The message will still be not so good. Now over here I'm trying to say that we know that they are not doing very well. Sorry, we know that it is not good to nag and scold at them, but we really have no choice. Okay, this is the message we want to convey. So we want them to happy, enjoy the childhood, and have a more round growth. We hope their results can improve better with minimal effort. So like mentioned, Jessica, please don't translate word by word. See if you can transform it throughout. Okay, now over here, okay, over here we can drop something. Okay, add something like you know we hope there is a way to achieve good results with minimal effort. Okay, something like that. Achieve good results with minimal effort. Okay, then at the end, All we have designed to child who have exceptional growth and improvement in academic and less effort. Okay. Just something like continue to say just like complete as students. Okay, something like that. Okay, so of course for this, don't be too fake. Don't be like an advertisement. Okay. So try to sound it as natural as you can. No, this seems not so good, that one I've written. So see if you can think of something better. Okay. Traditional teaching methods can limit your child development. Students can memorize methods and recall them. Students, okay, not say can memorize. Often memorize the methods and recall them during exams. Okay, because they are trained to do. Okay, this approach hinders the brain development from developing its performance and many more. Okay, and okay, so all this, please make it more crisp. Okay, now for the last sentence, likewise in PSLE exams, there are thinking questions which the students will find tough to answer. This is not what I meant. Okay, I meant that during PSLE questions, there will be thinking questions where, you know, it's where if the students is going to just use memory and recall, okay, it is not going to work. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so there are thinking questions where students who rely on memory will not be able to solve them. So their results, their grades will not be the highest grades. Okay, so this one, I think for this you need to be more elaborate. Okay, this is why those who lack essential connections, be very, very clear. This is why those who lack essential connection face difficulty and less, okay, who lacks essential connections to think. Okay, so what I'm trying to say over here is that most of the time, you know, students rely on memory and it will limit their brain developing. Okay, so when that's a problem, okay, when they grow up to work, okay, they will not be able to do so. Okay, will face difficulty in exams and adulthood. Okay, so it will accomplish lesser than those who don't. Now over here, once again, it's quite badly done. What do you mean by accomplish lesser than those who don't? Okay, I don't understand what you mean by the don't. Okay. Okay, this is great. Okay, now some problems here. The CCA method teaches our students how to think. They are given various activities that will focus on specific key conditions, such as, okay, always have an act. Okay, there will be a lot more. Okay, they are given various activities. They will be. Okay, so we have some teaching and given various activities, various activities. Okay, they will be taught. Okay, I think we can cancel this. They will be taught and focus on specific. Okay, they will be taught and focus on one specific key connection, such as, okay, so that means every week they come, okay, they will be taught and we will be teaching one of the cognitive skills. Okay, then we either select questions from our school database. Okay, what is the meaning of school database? From our questions, okay, what I'm trying to say is school exam papers database. Okay, which means we actually collect a lot of exam papers from various schools and come up with questions. Okay, or I think in this case we select questions from our questions base. Okay, that is related to the connection. Okay, we select questions from database that is related to one of the thinking skills so that they can so that their mind is practicing on what they have learned earlier on the specific connection, and we get our students to practice them. Okay. Understanding concepts. Okay, I think this can be a little bit wow. Okay, now students. Okay, I don't think it's good to write something so negative here, and can effectively come up with solutions to problems. Well, okay, I think in this case can. Okay, now for this sentence, you have to totally rewrite it. Okay, my meaning is totally different. What I'm trying to say is, uh, okay, what you are trying to say is, lecture is not good. A lecturer is boring. If we just listen to the teachers, it's not effective. So we need hands-on activities. Well, that is not what I want to portray. Okay, I'm trying to say that um yeah, actually we will be have some teaching, some traditional lecture, and we have some experiments and activities to make sure that the students can really understand them. Okay, so you can see the difference in what I'm trying to say from what you are trying to convey. Okay, so afterwards, okay, maybe it seems that you have missed this point. Okay. Okay, afterwards, what happens is we are going, so now after we have taught them, they are going to explore the concepts deeper on their own. Okay, so for example, if I'm going to teach about energy, okay, so basically, a toy car, okay, the more energy he has, the further he can move. But let's talk about faster. Okay, what is going to affect the amount of energy? Okay, or let's say if we provide with more energy. Okay, so you can see that students are always what you call exploring and thinking on their own to strengthen their understanding on what is energy. Okay. Okay, for this okay. Okay, here it looks like there are some things that we need to change. uh okay, I think we can remove this, okay, because it's really too long. Okay, CC method recognize the academic skills. um okay, I think we can completely remove this. Okay, let me see where we have this. Okay, yeah, actually we do need it. um okay, okay, maybe we just cancel away the first paragraph. um um okay, okay, the whole meaning is totally wrong. Okay, um to be a complete A students, students need to gain the necessary subject skills. Okay, like if you want to be very good, you must have math skills when doing maths, science skills when doing science, and language skills when doing English. Okay. Um. Um. Okay, so it's something like okay, it looks like this is a little bit redundant as well. So it's something like apart from knowing the topic, the chapters, okay, they need to have the overall skills, okay, the overall skills where it can need the overall skills where okay, what is the meaning of overall skills? Like I mentioned, maths, they have math skills, science have science skills. How do I put it? So most okay, I think I have know what to say. Okay, most teachers will focus on the chapters individually, okay, but not able to link all chapters together. Okay, I think this will be better. Okay, so basically we're trying to say that not just doing, but you need to link all of them up to, then you can develop the topic subject skills. Okay, I think let me just pause here. Okay, I'll go through the rest later.